field beautifully, but it is world class with Elaine Thompson Herah in there and Jodie, of course, Jodie Williams for Great Britain. Let's join your commentary team for this one.
Leaugue starts this 200 metres in lane 8. Had a bit of a late redraw, as it were, but addition of Daryl Neato will be in lane 1. Teammate of Jodie Williams, of course, who did the double at the British Championships and will contest the 200 and the 400 here tonight. Desiree Bryant, 6th in the American trials. So much strength and depth for the Americans, of course, and you saw that list there. Gabby Thomas now heading it up. I was chatting to the Olympic double champion from 2016, Elaine Thompson Herah, yesterday, and she was saying how pleased she is just to be running. A little surprised to be running as fast as she is, still fighting that Achilles problem that's dogged her performances over the last few years. Tamara Clark, a bit of a new name to many. 10.96 this year over 100 metres. Beth Dobbin, Scottish record holder and representing Great Britain at the Olympics. Natasha Morrison will go in lane 2 from Jamaica. New personal best this year, 22.74. And then on the inside, Daryl Neato. And we keep talking about relays and the rest of it. Daryl Neato, of course, keep part of that. There will be a 4x100 relay a little bit later on this evening, so make sure you're here for that as well. Really interesting to see our men's and women's squads getting a rare run out at the 4x1. So Elaine Thompson Herah, who right in the middle of your picture there, lane 5.
On your mark.
Still the one to beat. Jodie Williams in lane 7. Leaugue, who, to be fair, has been running very well at 100, perhaps less so at 200. She's in lane 8. But Elaine Thompson Herah, almost as quick as when she won the Olympic title 5 years ago at 100 metres. 10.71 in Hungary early in the week. 200 metre test for her tonight.
Set.
Oh, what a great start from Elaine Thompson Herah, but just then Desiree Bryant just pulls away, but she's still going well, and also Tamara Clark of the USA just inside her as well. Jodie Williams trying to stay on terms with them, but it's the Olympic champion who's leading this one at the moment. But look at Tamara Clark, comes right alongside. Jodie Williams is finishing quickly, as is Leaugue. But now Elaine Thompson Herah just pulls away. Leaugue dips for second place. 22.43 the winning time. And I think that was her just digging a bit deep there when she needed to. Got out pretty well. Tamara Clark came up almost onto her shoulder, and then it's almost like she had, it wasn't that she had another gear, she was just made able to maintain really well over the last 40, 50 metres. And I was saying, Colin, that she's, you know, all the problems she's had, all of the injuries, managing it, sometimes not being able to wear spikes, and all of that. And yet here she is, as we head towards the Olympics, still in contention, still one of the ones to beat.
Yeah, she's rounded into form very well, especially over the 100 metres. And for me, this 200, Steve, was an odd race in a way. She got out very well, which you would expect someone who can run 10.71 this year already. And she ran a really nice balanced bend. And at this stage now, I really expected her to lift and really pull away from Mùller. But instead of lifting, she just literally switched off a little bit. She just relaxed until the challenge came from the inside, and then she picked up again, just doing enough to cross the line. And once you can see, once she started to pick up that pace, just at that moment, she drifts away from every very, very well and controlled, which tells me that she's in really good shape and is just rounding nicely towards that Olympic Games. But I still think the 100 metres is where we'll have to watch her the most.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of I guess, a shock to her and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce to see Sharika Jackson come in and throw herself into the mix at 100 and 200. Well done to Jodie Williams there, just gets Leaugue apparently on the dip. You might not think it from that picture, although just a 100th of a second. She'll be back in the 400 later. I agree with you. I think she was almost doing enough there. Good bend, I'm in front, and then really just tried to lift again when she had to. Winning time, 22.43. Season's best for Williams, 22.60.
Yeah, another impressive run from Elaine Thompson Herah. Should we have a little look back at the race, Denise? And the guys there seemed to think that, you know, it was pretty much a cruising through the line. She wasn't having to go kind of eyeballs out there, was she? Looking very relaxed indeed. I was asking you earlier, what did you get out of these final races? What did she get out of that?
She just wanted to make sure she was cruising through this race, doing as little as she had to do just to win. Again, yes, taking the Diamond League points, but definitely wanted that win under her belt. And I agree with the guys up there, it was very effortless. She didn't look like she came out of some of the easy gears there, and it was lovely to see her back to running as smoothly as we're used to seeing her.
And for Jodie, obviously running the 400 metres in Tokyo, she's running the 400 metres later again today. She, you know, obviously she started the one. She was the 200 metre specialist, and then moving up to the 400 metres. So she knows her way around the bend, and that is great for her, isn't it, to be looking in that kind of... Elaine Thompson Herah is ready to speak to us. She's with Jeanette.
Thanks, Gabby. Elaine, it must feel good to come to a race like today, just ahead of the Tokyo Olympics, ahead of that title defence that you've got there in Tokyo of the 200.
It's really great to come out here today, finish healthy. I have to give God thanks to that. And this is a preparation for me to go to the Olympics. I'm pretty pleased.
And you're going into a really hot, anticipated race in both of the sprints out there in Tokyo. And what do you need out of these final races going into those events?
I need this race, of course. Go back home, train, reset, and stay healthy and focused.
And what does now, between now and Tokyo, look like for you?
Thank you so much. Oh, Jesus.